Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 3 of our playthrough on the Spillage map. We're playing as the Ironteeth and we're playing on hard mode. So, let me talk to you about what's going on. So, we will get to the comments. I want to talk to you about the vision so far for the map. I've realised I was bemoaning the seeps. Obviously they only create water up to the point. But the point of this map isn't about the seeps on the whole. It's about the verticality of the map. So you see we have seep up here, seep here. Are you a bad water seep or are you a normal seep? You are a bad water seep, so you can go swivel. So the verticality of the map is what I'm looking at. So that allows us to create flowing water from a lot of these areas. So the idea is that we're going to drag the water from the top of the map, including up here, and we're going to use this to create a river flowing down here, around here, and hopefully we can create diversions off the side to fill a lot of this and make it nice and pooled. So that's the overall goal. Now let's jump into the comments. I need to get my second screen up. So, let's talk about comments. So, the bad water was beautiful. It was great. I really enjoyed that. Don't know why I didn't use it as the thumbnail. But there we go. The staircase to nowhere. This is a monument to all of my sins. It's horrendous, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Sad times. Staircase nowhere gone. Instead of diverting bad water drains, just block them up with levees. So Daniel, I'm not going to do that. I'm kind of in JC's train of thought that you're kind of cheesing the game. And I don't particularly want to cheese the game. I want to play the game as intended is wrong because it's a valid strategy. But what I want to do is I want to do it. I'm going to Johnny Cash it and do it my way. So we are going to divert the drains. That is my overarching goal, to divert the drains. It's going to take a while, and it might not be what everyone wants to see, but that's how I'm going to do this. I do get your point. You could just block them up. Nice and easy. See you later. Storages for planks and gears. Yes, definitely. We're going to get into them, Jerome. We're also going to get into the hauling posts, like you've suggested, because this is just... This was when my ambition was we were going to have a lot down here. And we now don't have a lot down here. So, I think a hauling post is the first thing to actually sensibly build. Well, actually, the industrial piles are probably actually the first thing to sensibly build. So we'll pop them there for now. And you'll be planks and you'll be gears. Oh, no you won't, because you're an industrial pile, not a warehouse. We're making mistakes already. So, pop that in, and that will be gears. So, other comments. Geothermal locations. I cannot build on them, can I? So, we have geothermal here. So, steam engine does not go on. I do not have access, unless I'm blind. I do have access to the geothermal engine. When was that changed? Honestly, what am I even doing playing this game? I thought this was just a Folktales bit of equipment. I feel like it should just be a Folktales bit of equipment. Well, this is just, absolute crap factory, isn't it? So, geothermal engine. Unlock. Pop that there. Great. And we have one here as well. And we have one here. Yay, okay. Shows what I know. Yeah, we're not watching Water Beavers. I love JC, but I can't bring myself to watch that. And yes, I don't complete any of my goals, do I? So, what are we doing this episode? We're hopefully not twitching. I would like to build a lever. So that's going to be one of our first things. And I'm going to pop the lever up here just for now. And I'm also going to get this on fast mode because we need to get speeding. So what this lever is, this is going to be our bad tide lever. Our bad tide slash drought lever. So this is going to be our initial, I want to turn off all of my pumps lever. So the idea behind this is, once they built this, can I ask them to prioritise it? I can, but they're probably not going to do that. You pick this crap up and build these. You'll have somewhere to put this stuff. Scrap metal's gone in there. We were building metal. So my first initial plan here, so that we can continue to drain this out and have flowing water come through here, is I want to get to dynamite I want to get to dynamite, and I want the dynamite to be straight through here so that this continues to outflow, so that when we do have a bad tide, this drains and the water just pushes through. So this will allow us to continue to have a flow of good water. So that's the idea. So hopefully that's going to be the target for this episode. Now, to achieve that, I need to try and probably get some more of these science relics. We have a drought incoming, that's fine. But I do need to start working on building up a larger reservoir of water, because if we don't, we're going to be in trouble. And I think my best target for that is the dynamite. So, for that, what do we need? The explosive factory, what do you need? Only needs metal parts now. So actually, I'm going to pause you. And what does the bad water pump need? We're learning together, guys. This is fun. Only requires metal parts. So this needs to be built. That needs to be built, definitely. And when that's built, we can... So how much research do I need for this? So... Explosive factory is 400. Fine. Deep bad water pump is 250. Fine. I mean, I can get that unlocked now. Pop that down there. You might go, Scott, why aren't you putting it up here? Because it's not my intention that this remains as a bad water reservoir forever, in perpetuity. I don't want it to be that. I want us to move past that. So this should be the next target to build. We have enough logs, and then we're going to relocate all of this down here, and I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. I am such an idiot. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Jason. I genuinely didn't think I had access to them. And have you built this? This should be priority. This should be priority. I genuinely thought I had it. So are there any relics which aren't... So this is going to blow up and we're not going to get over here. That's really depressing because that is a lot of science. No, we can't get there. Is there any others? So that's already blown up. There's this one here. So we are on actually producing our own science on this map. Which is, you know, it is fine, because we will be able to get into, where is it? The cruncher of numbers. That only requires, oh no, that's a bottle part factory. That doesn't even require metal anymore. That's a nice stretch goal. Maybe not this episode, but coming forward it will be. So, let's pause for a second. So my automation is, I want these to be, these are my flipper switch boy. So the idea is, I didn't even start building the hauling post, did I? Apologies, I really need to do that. So the idea is that when I switch these, I'm going to switch them on. Rather than have to come and pause all of these, I can just yeet that and switch that on. So that's good. And where is hauling post? District management. Hauling post. Come down somewhere down here. I think that's nice. And pop that in there. So we pause that because we don't really need the metal blocks right now. We do need this. So this has got the scrap metal in already. And this needs metal parts. So we're going to pause that right now. And I'm assuming the recipe for the... I shouldn't assume anything in this game anymore, should I? I'm assuming the recipe for the explosive dynamite is still bad water into dynamite. 5 bad water into dynamite. Fine. So we have 591 water, so it's not as much as I would like, but it is what it is. And actually, yeah, we really need to, these are rookie numbers, we need to up some of these numbers. Hopefully when this is built we can get, you know, regular power. Thank you, Jason, I would have completely ignored that and continue to have runoff on myself. Now, for NYC, we need to actually come in and we need to start thinking about where we're going to put all of our platforms. So I thought we could come up and we could build a massive roof to this and put water on top of it. That's a joke. In case anybody was thinking I was seriously considering that. 11-day drought. So we come over here and I switch that off. Lovely manual automation. Good stuff. So a drought's very good for us because it means this is going to slowly dry out. I mean, I know that's not producing water anymore. This is going to... That is actually just a bad water seep, isn't it? It's not a normal water seep. So where's our unstable core going off? This one up here. I think that's the last of it, isn't it? I don't see any more unstable cores. So the detonation's gone quite quickly. That's fine. What are you building? We're still building this. Oh, we have the planks. I just need the logs now. Do we have enough? I only have one worker in here. This probably explains why production is going quite slowly. But once we've moved these out into their, you know, we are now into the meat and potatoes, aren't we? Build this, build this, build this. Good. So. I need to ensure we're keeping the cassava production going. That is my number one priority, is food. And to that end, we may start to move some stuff down here because we don't have enough food for our colony. Massively do not have enough food. Did they... I did something here, didn't I? Oh yeah, they haven't done that yet. What do you mean it's too far from the district centre? Oh, it's because it's below the overhang, isn't it? Ugh. Fine. We won't worry about that for now. But what was I doing? Sorry, I got like a brain like a sieve. So we could actually... Well, pop that there. Pop that there. That's nice. And we can even get the... So this produces 400, doesn't it? So 120. So that's 200. I want to put an industrial lumber mill, another lumber mill in. And then we want food production, so we're going to come in with a fermenter. And these can then be on all the time. So, prioritise this for me, boys. I say as we... Yeah, we only really need that in the temperate cycle, so we're not going to worry too much about that for now. Are we planting trees? No, you need to be unpaused as well, because I would like to keep replanting. So, down here. Look at this spaghetti path. We don't need all of this. So all of that can come out. That needs to stay. So where would I put a farmhouse if I was putting a farmhouse down here? Which I am putting a farmhouse down here. So I'll put a farmhouse there. We're going to accept that that's just poison for now. I should have come through here and built these at the back as opposed to how I have done this. And I don't think it's going to evaporate enough before we get another bad tide for me to do anything about it. So it kind of is what it is. I'm not pleased with it, but, you know, c'est la vie. I am conscious about splashing this. We have 10 days worth of water and we are still pumping with one. I may have to pull some more of these trees up to get some more pumps in for temperate cycle time. So what I will do is I will also tick all of these to say prioritised by haulers. And we might even build some more tanks up here. Have they changed? Is there a world in which the metal tank... No, that still is the amount of... That is still the amount that it is. Come on, build this. And then... Oh... It's not that hard. Find a plank. Cool. Goodbye. 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 And goodbye. And change you to fermented cassavas. Right, none of this is going to stay like this, but this is a lot more efficient use of our time as opposed to what we had previously. So, let's talk automation again. So, you might not have seen my video on the Ironteeth, the other Ironteeth playthrough on pressure, where we did some stuff with that. So, resource counters are kind of out of my range at the moment. When we get the metal parts, I can start to unlock resource counters. And science, no, it's not science counter. You also need the timer. And the timer is very much out of our path, so we're not going to worry too much about that. How much science is the Noonbug Cruncher? Still 1500. Okay, fine. Okay, bye. That's fine. You can actually just get deleted now. And I would actually like you to not waste any of these resources that are on the floor. Another tank has been built. I kind of need this to be next. Planks are going in there. Yeah, I kind of need this to be next so that we can... yeah, so that we can start to haul stuff around. I am also going to... which is where this should have been in the first place, I might add. Could I put one there? So this is running at 320. So we could actually get a bit more stuff in this. I don't know whether we need, so... Tapper Shack is a while off. Wood Workshop is also a while off. Because I do want to just get towards the dynamite. So we have the bad water pump. So the next thing is the explosives factory for 400, and then a dynamite itself for 600. So we need a grand in science. This is an easy win if I was inclined to come down here. And let's say I am. No, I'm not. Not while it's covered in poo water. Am I inclined to come over here? I mean, I just feel like the amount of time it's going to take to get 200... Is it 200? Yeah, I just don't feel strongly about that. I think we just put more inventors in. But we do need more food. So this is definitely happening. And we're also going to put one beaver in here. So what jobs are now? So you are going to be a low priority job. And food wise, what we're going to put here, we're going to put in... I know this is inefficient. I'm fully aware it's inefficient. But there's no... I mean, no, I'm not doing it. Vibes is being run. So we're going to put cassava like so. I'm inclined to not put the soybeans in yet. We'll put that there, and then corn will come over here. Because corn is going to be a game changer when we get corn. And, I mean, I'm going to cover with this with corn. They won't be able to plant it because of the contamination. But, you know. So what I'm inclined to do is I think you come out of here. I think, actually, this just goes away. These guys should be able to handle this by themselves. And I'm going to set your priority to planting. And look at that, we've added more greenery onto the map. Isn't that cool? Now, what I would like to do is get a depth sensor, but I'm not spending the science on that just yet. I'm not spending the science on that just yet. And I'm also going to lower the amount of jobs in here because I don't feel like we need all of those operating at the moment. I mean, we certainly don't need all of these planks operating because I'm just ripping our wood apart. The metal smith's built, so we're producing metal. Metal parts, excellent, that's what we want. And then that's going to actually allow us... I am going to... This has been built actually. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to change this one to bad water. And this should then allow this to be built. Yeah, we have the gears and we have the planks. Oh, it's not planks. So I'm going to let them build this, just so that we can get ahead of the game on that. Probably shouldn't have unlocked this, should I? Especially because... And it shouldn't be there. It should be over here. Which I can't get. I mean, I could delete that. That's fine. It should be over here where we can got that geothermal field. Oh, I didn't maximise my space. That's silly of me. Do you know what? Get some soybeans in. Because what's the fermenter recipe? Oh, that requires canola oil. Oh, we can stockpile them for a bit, can't we? It's hardly the end of the world. Hardly the biggest crime against humanity we've ever had. So we're producing the cassavas considerably now. Kohlrabies are a little bit of a low. and the berries are fine. Water is 359. We've got 4.56 days left. And I think we need to actually think. I've pumped everything. Right. What I think we do is you now turn on. Just to get some splash in here. So you also turn off. Go away. Go do something else. Go splash. I mean, what I can do, I can just go like that, can't I? Oh, that's not going to last. I mean, it's splashed. It's definitely splashed. The berries are going to last. It's the other stuff I'm concerned about, because we've just put... I'm glad we put this in now, because otherwise this then becomes a actual issue. Not something of my own creating. I can't just keep chucking water in this, can I? I'm going to pause this one. Yeah, no, we did need to move it down here. We probably need to do something similar down here as well, because I can't rely on. Oh, that's just not doing anything, is it? It's like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. This stuff is going to die, unless I maybe give it a little splash closer to the time. Get on harvest duty. You are on plant duty. That's fine. And they are now harvesting the canola. Not the canola, the kohlrabi, that's fine. So, do we have bad water? We do have a bad water pump. And I was going to put an extra beaver in, wasn't I? Now, this is probably foolhardy. But, you know. Whoa, let's go. 258, 3.2 days. I think that's fine. We are just going to have to be, you know, very careful. We need to go hard pumping. So while we're doing this, while we've got this opportunity, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with just come and take them out. Oh, I only actually lowered that to 0.5, so I can just roll all of this out. So I may keep that going. I also need to actually delete those, don't I? Delete the entryways. So, let's pause that. Disaster management's never been my thing in these games. So that has... It's going to keep some of this alive. You're automated to that, boy. So... I mean, it's not the best thing we've ever done, but it's also not the worst. These do take 5 days to grow, so these are a bit of a problem. While we're having this food transition step, it kind of is what it is. And then we're going to re-raise that to... I mean, there's no point in raising it, is there? It doesn't really matter. So we have 2 extra pumps, so make sure all of these are high priority jobs. They are. And we're balancing quite well. The science, we're almost close to the explosives factory. We are almost close to the explosives factory. Somebody's going to shout at me and say I should have put the deep bad water pump here so I could have cleared this and had access to this water. And you are completely right. So what I'm going to do, in the essence of you being right, we're going to pop that there. So get that built for me, boys. So we have 144 water, we have 1.3 days. And what I will do is I will pause this boy. And when this is built, this will be prioritised by hauler. So the gears and metal parts have already gone in. We're just waiting on the logs. And then that should allow us to come and pump a little bit more water out of here. Because if we go into a drought next time, that means we've got this as an extra reservoir. What this shows me though is we cannot rely on this for services going forward. So we're going to come down here and we are going to put in a fluid dump here as well. And then we'll put a farmhouse and we're going to farm all of this. One of these will have to come out because you won't be able to walk over here. But we're going to do that. Because this cannot be relied upon. We are starting to get fermented cassavas again. These soybeans probably actually do need to be unplanted. They definitely need to be unplanted because they're not a useful crop. The corn isn't realistically either. Where's food? It's food factory. Food factory is actual metal. It's not metal parts. So that is that. Hopefully somebody's coming over here and working in this. And we can actually unlock the explosives factory now. The explosives factory is going to require power. So I'm guessing it comes in somewhere like down here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put in another geothermal. Might as well make the use of them. And what this now allows me to do is this allows me to go boosh, switch on. So these are all non-jobs. So you need to be a high priority job because you're a farm. High priority job because you're a farm. Get pumping, boys. Are there any jobs which I don't need? Gear workshop I'm going to leave. I'm going to get rid of this guy, so I'm going to pause this. Fermenting is going to carry on. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 jobs. This is going to be paused for now because I don't need it. This is going to turn back on. Just to make the most of it. Store as much water as we can there while we can. And we don't really have enough haulers. This is why I'm increasing the amount of... I'll lower the amount of builds we have because we don't need that. So does that put us on equilibrium? It does. It puts us on a complete equilibrium, but nobody's doing... I don't need them doing this, do I? Stop. And hopefully they'll haul. They will haul stuff around. So we're at 227. Temperate cycles are obviously the time to... Wow, you built that quick. So if I was to put a smelter in here... So I could put a smelter like that. How much does that use? 200 HP. And I could put an explosives factory in. Like that. How much does that use? 150. Fine. Oh. And let's low priority that. Because this is more important. So this requires 60 metal parts. We are going to have to get someone back in our metal parts factory. Gears 30. Planks. Yeah. So. Oh, there's somebody still in there. That's fine. We have another drought approaching. I would rather have that because we're going to pump this soon. And hopefully this is going to start to allow normal water to come in. So yeah, I'm much more pleased with that than the opposite. Somebody's also going to come and say, you've got this captive bad water area here, why didn't you put your bad water pumps up there? And that is also a very good point. Because I did not think of that, is the reason why. It is very much just the reason why. And I would like to get some more people producing science. Actually, what we can do now. Because I know it's a drought as well. Demolish that for me. So that'll give us 200. So then we're not too far off. I mean, I could chase the unicorn with that, couldn't I? That's all fine. This is being produced, so metal parts, gears, planks. We have one scientist. I do want to get more builders, but I'm not going to chase that just yet. How are we doing for food? Food is just an issue, isn't it? It's because I've put the extra breeding pod in, so we are increasing our what's going on a little bit. I genuinely think once we've got that, the next thing to go in is a food factory. because once we get corn rations, 1 corn goes into 5 rations. So, and that, how much does that require? That's only 300 science, so 900 science and we're away. I mean, logic tells me that this is the most sensible thing, but I kind of need to move towards water security a little bit. And something tells me we're going to end up putting like a... We could approach this 2 ways for this bad tide. So, let's pause for a second. I can go down and take ages and go this way. Or I can go up and over. So what I could do, just create an absolute abomination, which we're used to. So what I could do is I think it would have to look like this. And the idea is that it just flows it back out this way and down this hole. So that should push it through here and it shouldn't become an issue for me. I don't think. So we could try that. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we could try it. So note that this is different to me capping it off because it's going to push up here and flow off this way. I mean, we might have to go 1 higher and push it back that way. But we can do this. And we can also make use of the logs that are over here as well. So, stupid stretch projects are my name of my game. Very much the name of my game. So let's pop that there. Come there, and then we'll come down. It doesn't mean my ambition isn't eventually we will just go down. But for now it's not. How much water do we have? 752. If this is a long boy drought, we could be in trouble. I'm annoyed that this guy hasn't pumped more of this out. I feel like he could have done more. Because I wonder what the contamination is down there. Can't be too high. What's food doing now? So we do have corn. I'm kind of thinking maybe I... just come out. I kind of think I need an extra farmhouse actually. Will you... You will actually hit all of that. Come down here and be there. Drought started as a 15-dayer, so we are a little bit further ahead. I'm also going to switch you off, and I'm going to switch you off for now. And we'll see what that looks like. I'm also going to pause you. And I'm going to let this continue pumping. So we have just gained a load of beavers. So there's no reason not to pop them in. And have a couple more haulers. For now at least. And actually during this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to... because it makes sense. We're just going to put in an extra couple of inventor huts. I feel like we're still on the line a little bit here. Like, I'm not convinced we are going to survive this. 809 should be enough. I might pause one of these breeding pods. I might even pause 2 of these breeding pods, just so that we don't go overwhelmed. Come on, get that in. So science-wise, we have the explosives factory. We have the bad water pump. We just literally need the... we need the... what the word? Use your words. We need the... use your words, Scott. We need the dynamite itself. And actually, This is a good point, because what we could do is we could come in and we could lace this with dynamite as well to lower it, so that it pushes it back out this way. That could be quite an easy early game fix. And then what this is going to do is this is going to allow this to become a normal reservoir, and then we'll be able to pump this. That's my ambition. For the early game, at least, anyway. If you're going to build something, build that. And also, if we are doing this, high prioritize, high prioritize, high prioritize. My favourite button in the game. Oh, we are using a hell of a lot of water, aren't we? I don't know what the beaver math is of this. 700 divided by 13 equals number wang. I'm not sure. But let's take 2 of these out. Another unstable core. Where's this one? Where's this? Oh, so that's going to create more flow out of here. Am I concerned about that? You are just a bad water seep. Okay, I'm not too concerned. I think maybe the flow during a bad tide is what the issue is. Maybe the flow becomes too much and does just overwhelm us. So should I be putting in defences? Should I be coming... Is there anywhere where I think that this could become an issue? So do we maybe need to do a row of levees here? And what about down here? So I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue, because I don't think it can come back up there. Is this an issue? Maybe that's an issue. Maybe there's something we need to come over here and solve. Okay. We can actually start to put the bottom bit of this in there. Good stuff. So that's just going to take them a while to build that. I mean, it is going to take them a while to build it, but I can make it easier. No, I'm not. Do I unlock a bridge? I feel like we're losing sight of the target if I unlock a bridge. Whoa, what's happened to food? What has happened to food? Prioritise this for me. This is a problem when you play on fast. Stuff gets away from you. And prioritise this as well. Get this pulled out. I just don't need 2 people working in that. That's a big loss that I've been... Well, at least we won't be able to produce any baby beavers, because there is food in the ground. Come on. Come build this for me. Rookie mistake. 10.5 days left. 500 water. Did we use 200 in 2 days? If so, that's not going to... Well, it does actually match up. It matches up perfectly. I might start to pump a little bit. So your job is to harvest. Your job is to plant. That should improve things. Glad we caught that, otherwise that would have become messy very quickly. I don't really know. They're not really achieving a lot, are they? And I'm just going to come in with some more... Do I come in with instant food, or do I go in with kohlrabi? Cassava even. You can't even be... If you ever get pulled out, that's fine. That's fine. So fingers crossed. They're going to start pulling. Okay, so the water is going up a little bit because we're pumping here. You can actually stop doing what you're... no, actually. Keep cutting down. Did I increase the amount of beavers I had working in here? I did. Get 2 more haulers on the go. Why not? That should be priority to build. Because now we can actually unlock the dynamite. So... Actually, you're useful because you can come and cut all of that down. But you're not connected to the district centre anymore, are you? So... That was silly. So, job priorities. This, and this. I tend to get carried away with the amount of beavers, and because we don't have a large reservoir, I have kind of jumped the goat. Is that a word? It's jump the shark, isn't it? Who's jumping a goat? Nobody's jumping a goat. And then we will also have to put in some stairs down here so they can get down here. Oh, do we actually have water? You might as well come in and pump what water is out there then. If there's a tiny little bit of water to screw out of it, we should be screwing it out of it. And also, once we put this in, oh, not that one, we can start to mess around with these new valves as well, which I'm excited about. So fingers crossed. 6 more metal parts. We don't have them yet. I mean, we don't actually have the gear, so go away. I also don't need as many scientists now. But we could get the food factory, because food is still an issue. I haven't lost sight of that. So where would I put that? How much power does the food factory use? We also need to get the smelter built as well, don't we? Ah, so many projects. My brain is half the issue here, guys. I have been told that my brain just does not stop. So, oh, there, we do have enough science now. So, this is on me. This is massively on me. But I also blame whatever passes for whatever sits inside of my head. And I'm going to pause that just for now. I'm going to leave someone in here, because I genuinely feel like there is a bit of water to get out of that. We also do need to come and remove these fawns. That is just a bad water soup. And I should probably think about getting a builder's hut as well, because I don't know if these guys are going to build this quick enough. Whoever goes to work in the explosives factory is going to be very busy if I set the recipe. So that means we need to get a storage for explosives. Boomsticks go down there, why not? And so this needs to come back up to priority. And then this needs to be the next priority, because it doesn't make sense to... Oh, God, no. Someone come and splash this. This is the highest priority job. This is the highest priority job. Pause, pause. And I could unlock the next level of dynamite, but I'm not going to, because we don't have the extract to use it, so there's no point. There is just no point. And maybe get that built for me. Can we get the builder's hut? 100 science we can. This has been a bit of a racy episode. Kind of racing to points and points. I didn't envisage us building this. This is pure vibes. So that has blown up. Does that create? No, it just creates a puddle there. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I am a little bit concerned about this. And this, so things that I want to work on before the next bad tide, so pull them out. Lots of stretch goals. How many prioritization jobs have I given them? Let's lower that a little bit. And lower that one a little bit. Are we at least producing? Oh, then we're out of water. 4 days left. 4 days left, 114 water. This needs to stop. Oof. I am not confident. I am not confident at all. Stop putting water into all of this. I'm glad we haven't built steam engines now. Can't even do that. Definitely should have done this. I guess we just lowering the working day make them. Oh, it was all going so well, and then everybody died. It was me putting that extra beaver in, wasn't it? I don't know if we survive 3 days on that much water. And I'm not going to contingency, because contingency means separating off a beaver bucket and some water and some food, and I just don't think that's going to work, quite frankly. So we're just gonna go and see what happens. Moral of the story: more pumps. I've done this to myself. This is a hard map. I mean, we made it cycle 7. I'm not willing to call it on the series there. I'm fully intending that we're going to survive this. We're not. There's no way we don't survive this, in my eyes. It just means everyone's going to be pumping. Everyone's going to be kung fu pumping straight away. Well, I guess everything there's dead. So you might as well go do something else. 2 days. I think JC said beavers can survive for 3 days with no water. So some of them are thirsty already. Do we actually have explosives? This doesn't need to be too wide, does it? It needs to be one wide. Oh, is this actually completely emptied out? Is this completely emptied out? So we're on -1. First is a serious issue. So we need to get through one more day. Hopefully nobody dies. Oh no. How has this happened? I should have sent some beavers to Happy Funland, shouldn't I? I mean, at least food's still fine. Producing metal blocks. I mean, that should be priority if we can. And we're coming towards a proper climax of this episode, because this will be a thing if we screw this up. It will certainly be a thing. First is -10. So how thirsty are you? Are you going to die? You're not dying yet. So hopefully, when I flick the switch, which I'm going to flick. Hopefully everyone next day just goes and just does the work. Let's put it that way. Come on. Nobody die. Nobody die. Nobody die. Nobody die. Start pumping. Seriously, start pumping. No jokes. Get that water. I need the explosives to be done quickly as well. So what are we? So we're not running any of these. We're not running this builder's hut. We're not running this. That's fine. Food is priority. The jobs that I want to be happening are happening. I'm going to pause this as well because I don't think we need the metal parts right now. I'm going to pause this lumberjack because I don't think that's a priority. How are we doing on the water? Just keep pumping. Just keep pumping. And keeping on. Priority jobs are this. This is the priority to get in. I mean, this is actually a priority as well, but, you know, we can flip. When that becomes a bad tide and I know we're screwed, we can flip. We actually have inventors. Which means... Oh, you're supposed to be... You're not important jobs. Go do something else. I need the automation. Seriously, where is the automation? Where's the depth sensor? Yeah, depth sensor's happening. You're just miles away from everything, aren't you? Hopefully prioritization by haulers can sort it out. Water is going up. I need this to be a long temperate cycle because if it's not, we're knackered. So some have died of old age. So what I'm going to do is stabilise population. We're going to turn on 3 of these. So hopefully that's going to change things a little bit. We're almost in the food factory as well. That's exciting. That's very exciting. So 1 more metal block and then I can pause that. And then I was not anticipating having this episode. I really wasn't. Let's get that built as well. I know we have the gears. And we have the scrap. I would really like to not have a bad tide. The season might actually depend on this, if we have a bad tide or not. Because this is not ready, even in the slightest. Nothing yet. Okay. So keep pumping like your lives depend on it, because they actually do. So you are set to corn. High priority job. Go away. Pause you. probably don't need berries at the moment. Oh, I could probably actually put you back in, couldn't I? You know what? I don't think I need the planks at the moment either. Just go away. Sorry, I'm aware this is very Twitch gameplay. And then we can start to come and put some pumps up here. Please be a drought. Please, I've never wanted a drought so much more. Because this is, I mean... I think we can pivot, but I'm not sure if we can pivot enough to get this built. Maybe we come into this and we do this as well. Maybe there's a world in which that gets prioritised. And we're into... Oh, this is forgiving. So what do I need to do? I need to get beavers into builders. So come down the prioritisation limit. You go up. Because I need to get all of this. I need to get all of this built. And then I need to get this built as well. Well, the bits that need to be built are... I actually just need to get this built. I say as it doesn't get built. Blocking them up would have been the sensible solution, and I appreciate that, but that's not how I play the game. Not bad tide. Not bad tide. We're on 56 minutes. I want to see what we're going to get. I'm very excited. And with a bit of trepidation. Drought! Oh, I am so happy. Unbelievably happy. Oh. That would have made or break this. That would have really made or broke this. So water is going back up. Excellent. They're putting all of this in. I'm going to run this path under here. So I don't want this to go down too low because I'm scared of that coming up here. So, and I'm also scared of the flow down here because this will become an issue quite rapidly. So I do need to be cautious, but I can be sensible about this, I think. There's no need to be super scared. Come on. Put that last bit of dynamite in. Give me 2 days of filling this bad boy up. Somebody come do this. And then we can put pumps over here. And then we don't run out of water over here ever again. Ah, we actually tied this to a depth sensor. So I would like to tie this to a timer, but for now, because needs must. So if water is greater than, less than 0.5, come and continue dumping. Come on, come do this. So now the seep is going to continue to seep into here, and it will continue to, it will fill this up now. Oh, so we have a reservoir. I'm so happy. Proper high tension gameplay there. Well, I like to think it is. Whether it actually is. And we have corn rations. We have cassavas, we have kohlrabis, we don't have any freaking berries because nobody's doing this. But I'll be able to turn all these pumpers off. We will get to the end of this. We will see how long the drought is, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you for watching. I am probably aware this was probably a little bit of a manic episode. I feel early game I get quite excited. I get very excited. But we achieved my goal, which I set out at the beginning. I am very much trying to be, let's achieve my goals and not go for stuff that isn't my goals. Which was to get metal. Well, not get metal, get explosives so we could turn this into a reservoir. So to meet the end, well, not meet the ends, to complete what we were doing here. What I just need to do, I know this is miles from the district centre. I am fully aware that it is. Oh, actually, we could do it up here, couldn't we? Okay, go away. What we could do is we could put some deep water pumps here because they should, yeah, the straws do go off. So prioritise that boy. And then what I will do is I will switch this off. I will switch this off. And we're into the drought, which is 17 days. But we have all of this water. So it's going to be fine. We have 1k water in the tank. We have all of this water. We're building this, which I'm very pleased about. So I think we're in a very good position. A very good position. A better position than I thought we was going to be, which pleases me greatly. So thank you for watching. I know it's slightly over an hour. And if you've enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.